And living here for as long as I have lived, you just pretty much know the cars. You get used to the cars, and I can see any car that I'm not used to seeing and spot it, you know, automatically, and this was one I hadn't seen before.
Earlier, another local resident noticed a similar car just 12 miles from Doyle Wheeler's house.
I was leaving my apartment, and as I looked to my left in the parking lot, I saw 4 men, and one of the individuals turned and looked at me. In my opinion, Doyle Wheeler is telling the truth about this, and I have a gut feeling that these 4 individuals that I saw in that parking lot that day were involved in this incident.
The day after the attack, Doyle Wheeler's station wagon was discovered at exactly the same location where the 4 men in the blue car had been seen. Police are still uncertain whether Doyle Wheeler is the innocent victim of a cruel and potentially deadly revenge scheme, or whether the entire incident was elaborate theater cooked up by Wheeler himself.
I've never been able to understand from the beginning why I was a suspect. People came into my house and shot me. Who's responsible for it? I have my own feelings. I believe there's evidence to support those feelings.
I think Doyle Wheeler definitely needs some psychological help. He's obviously involved in a lot of self-destructive behavior, whether it was his previous suicide attempt or this incident in Spokane. He needs some help.
If we can establish the identity of either one or both of the assailants, or possibly the identity of the vehicle so that we can find its registered owner, then we will try to determine whether or not they have any connection with law enforcement in California, specifically the San Diego Police Department, or officers that do work for San Diego Police Department. If it is determined that they have some type of connection there, then we will continue until we can either prove or disprove, once and for all, that San Diego Police Department personnel or someone acting on their behalf is responsible or is not responsible for this assault on Mr. Wheeler.
These are composites of the assailants based on Doyle Wheeler's description. The blond man appeared to be in his late 20s. He was 6 feet tall and extremely thin. He wore a gold earring in his left ear and had a badly pockmarked face. He also had a tattoo of a double lightning bolt, generally considered to be a Nazi symbol, on his left hand. The dark-haired assailant was also in his late 20s, between 6 feet and 6 feet 2 inches tall, slender, but with an athletic build. He had crooked teeth and one large pockmark on his left cheek. The suspicious vehicle observed by neighbors was a dark blue Toyota Celica hatchback. If you know anything about this car, or the 4 men seen talking in the parking lot near the car, or if you recognize the 2 men in the composite drawings, please contact the Stevens County, Washington Sheriff's Department or call our toll-free number, 1-800-876-5353.